Hello YouTube, this is Frank, and this is July the 10th, 2024. This is my 80th video and my 2 out of 7 for the TDE text editor video. And I've got 3 computers, one running Microsoft Windows Pro, another one running Microsoft Windows Pro, and one running OpenIndiana. So let me move my board out of the way and let me show you what I got. Let's see. All right. Yeah. I'm going to blow this up a little bit. Well, let me hold on. Let me before I do that. Frank. Disclosure, I have no financial employment, personal, or family relationship with any brand or product. I purchased all the products that appear in my videos with my money, and I'm retired. I just put her around. AI was not used in this video. There are no AI-generated images or text, and AI was not used to write any code in TDE. This is the second 2 out of 7 videos. TDE, it's the Thomson-Davis Editor. It's a public domain text editor descended from Doug's text editor. And it's a console application. I think 1980s is kind of looks like a editor you would see back in the 1980s. The summary, let me just tell you what I've got in this video. We'll be looking at several versions of GCC, C-Lang, Open Watcom, PCC, the portable C compiler. I've got a number of make files for all those operating systems, and we'll also look at static analyzers, ScanBuild and Clang-Tidy. The computers that I'll be using in this video, all of them are just refurbished computers from the Walmarts. The first one, this is my main one that I'm using. It is on HDMI 1. The next one, I've got a number of compilers over there on it, multiple versions of GCC and C-Lang. On the virtual machine on that one, I've got multiple versions of GCC and C-Lang. That's on the second one, HDMI 2. So I've got a whole bunch of compilers there. Now on that third one, I've got that refurbished computer running OpenIndiana, and I've got OpenIndiana. That's kind of an interesting operating system I want to look at. It's you may not have heard of it, but that's something I've been kind of playing around with. So that's the third one. Let me, while I'm here, I'll usually show my my table. So let me show you my table right here. I've got all these Libra computers, single board computers, and I've got a number of Libra computers that I've got lined up for projects. I've got more projects than I can do. Then that's my table, and here's my one of those refurbished PCs. I've got the other two are kind of down below that one. I'm going to move my camera back up. All right, let me see if I can blow that up a little bit. All right. Let's see what we got. Yeah, this video, let's show how to edit the make files for scan build. And scan build runs in Linux. I did add some the Clang-Tidy check recently, well, the last couple, 2 or 3 months. And let's see, we'll show how to run the GCC profiler, how to set the environment variables for Open Watcom, and the portable C compiler. That's in Linux, and that's another software that you may not have seen very much. Now, compiler warnings and static analyzers, they're not the end of testing. I do find it very useful using several different compilers and static analyzers, but we still have to do dynamic testing. And one of the most useful things that I learned was watching a room full of users who never used my software. That was about 35 years ago when I was beginning to work. And those users, they will mash buttons that I never have thought of. Let's see, now I use GCC, C-Lang, portable C compiler, Open Watcom on various operating systems. Let me just show, while I'm here, I think I've got it ready to show you the in Microsoft Windows right here. Let's see, I should be able to notepad the make file. Choose your operating system that pound sign, that's the comment character. So just comment or uncomment those operating system. And same thing for the C compilers. And I've got a number of flags there. I added some flags for the Clang-Tidy. And there's a number of flags and things. So let me get out up here, and I believe, I think I've got it set up for Windows and the C-Lang compiler. So let me get out of here, and just type the GW make. Let's see if I can get back over there. GW 32 make, and that uses that default make file. Hey, wait a minute. Let me show you, before I do that, let me show you those make files. These are the make files I've got over there, and that's the main one that I use, the make file, and that's just that's the default file that make looks for. So if you type the GW 32 make, this calls the C-Lang compiler, and it takes a little while to, I guess about a minute to compile TDE. And while it's doing that, let me get back over to my notes. I want to move my window up here. We can kind of see where it's at. Let me do the Open Watcom at the end of the video. That's on my other, Open Watcom is on the end of, on another computer. In Linux, I've got got a virtual machine. Let me show. This is a let me kind of move that out of the way. Virtual machine, same thing with Linux. Do a ls make, and those are the make files. I can do it. The default is looking for that make file there. So let's just nano the make file, and let's see if I've got everything set up for Linux. Now if I want to run Linux, the make file in Linux, just comment that one, then uncomment the operating system and save it. Yes. And just type make. And that's a little bit faster here on Linux. Let's see. So if I should be able to TDE, run TDE. Yeah, there it is. And I should have a junk file. And that is the make file that I wanted to show you in, let me get back over here to my notes. I've got another make file for in Linux. Sometimes when I compile TDE on a brand new Linux distribution, I want to do minimal editing to my make file. So I've got, I've got a make file that I use in Linux. The make Linux right there, and it should be set up to compile in Linux, so I don't have to edit anything. Oops, let me get rid of all those. If I do a directory there, I'm going to remove those object files, and now let's make Linux. And so there, if I'm in a new distribution, just type make Linux version, and it should just go right ahead and make that executable. And TDE, oops, I think I mashed too many buttons, but there it is. Now let me get back to my notes. I think here's the Microsoft Windows version of TDE. Should be able to TDE, and here it is on the on Microsoft Windows. Let me get back. I want to get back to my notes. That was Linux make file. I've got a make file that I use in Linux. Here's an interesting compiler. If you've never seen the portable C compiler, it's kind of worth. And this is my virtual machine right here, my virtual machine. Let's just get rid of those object files. And it's make Linux PCC, make file, make Linux PCC. And I was surprised at how quickly PCC compiles. It's very fast. And of course it runs, there's my compiler. And I wanted to show you PCC just in, I have not used that. And PCC is one of those older C compilers. And I'm just kind of playing around with it. Let me get back to my notes. Yeah, let me show you how to run the GCC profiler. That is on Linux. There's my virtual machine right here. Let's remove those object files. And while I've got me a compiled version of TDE, let's make Linux choose GCC. Now in my flags here, I've got my flag set up for the profiler, so just uncomment those. And I believe I've got let me show you, I think I've got a tab here for the GNU. See, on the GNU profiler, they have some information on how to run the profiler with options here on the web page there at GNU. So let me get back to my thing. And down here near the bottom of this makefile on Linux, I've got a see right here where I'm linking with the profiler. So I comment out this one and uncomment the profiler, and you just make Linux and just run your program. Let's see here. I think I've got to jump. And then this profiler. And let me get back to the options up here. Let me go to that page up here. And I'm going to go down here to the options, analysis options, and I'm just going to use the line option here. And they give you a kind of an example line here. Let's see, where is it? G profile and some options, and then your program, and you can pipe the output to an output file. So let's get over here to my tab, G profile, line, TDE. Let me just pipe that to list. And there's the output. I wanted to do my see which line in the program is using the most time. That's very helpful in optimizing a program. So that's the GNU profiler. Now we can get back to my notes here. BSD, It's just pretty much the same thing, just make, and my make files for those different operating systems. That's already set up. All you got to do is just type make and whatever operating system you're on. OpenIndiana. OpenIndiana uses a different make. Well, the default make is different from the new make. And so I wanted to show you that on my OpenIndiana. And I've got to move my keyboard here. Hold on just a second. Got to move this keyboard up here. All right, let me see if I'm. Let me do the. Let's see here now. It's make OpenIndiana. So if we were to look at that make file, make OpenIndiana. The make on OpenIndiana, you can choose your compiler, but I want to bring this to the see right here. The default make utility on OpenIndiana does not do conditionals, so you have to comment and uncomment out those flags. I just kind of wanted to bring that to your attention now. So let's just exit out of here. And it's just make file, make OpenIndiana. And it goes pretty quickly on OpenIndiana. And we should have us a TDE. There we go. TDE on OpenIndiana. So let me get out of that. That's what I wanted to show you. Let's see here now. Let me move my keyboard. I'm going to switch everything back to my main computer. I got to switch my keyboard back. All right. Get my keyboard here. Clang-Tidy. That is very useful. Static analyzer. Let me see right here. Let me show you that Clang-Tidy web page. Let's see here. Where am I? They've got a web page there for Clang-Tidy. Show you how to use it. There's a number of options here. You can even click the list of Clang-Tidy checks. Let's see, click it. Yeah, it's just got dozens and dozens of checks you can use for the Clang-Tidy. Anyway, I wanted to show you that. I have been using the scan build, but now I'm using Clang-Tidy. On Microsoft Windows, so let me get over here to my let's see here now. I think I want to edit the make file. This is my make file. my main make file, and I've got the, should have the, so here's my Clang-Tidy flags that I added, and you can add or as many of those flags as you want to. I just got this is one. Oops, let me show you this right here. I went too fast. I'm using the Clang analyzer, the static analyzer, and down here I added, there it is. Oops. See right here, tidy check. So let me get out of this, and to run it, it's just min. Let me show you this right here. I'm using the Clang compiler, and that's the version that I'm using right there, and it's just make oops GW 32 make and tidy check. Oops. Tidy check. And it takes a while for it to run, so let me get that started on the on Linux. Let me go to my virtual machine. Kind of the same thing over here on Linux. Let me clear this. And it's make, and it's just tidy check. Oops. Tidy check. And that, oh, I don't have it on this virtual machine. It's on the other one. Let me, switch over there. Let me just switch over there right quickly. You got to move my keyboard though. Let's see here. Here's my virtual machine. And let's see here. Well, we got oops. We got it set up. I think I've got it set up for, let me look at my, oops. Make Linux. I think I've got the tidy set up for Linux already here. Yeah, I've got it already set up for, let me get out of here. And it's make file, make Linux, oops, Linux tidy check. And it runs that tidy check in Linux. I'm going to switch back over, and it takes a long time. It takes several minutes for this static analyzer to run. So I'm going to, let me switch back over here to my main computer. I'm going to move got to move my keyboard. And let's see here. Oh, here it is. See, it's still running on that Windows. So let me see where I'm at here. That was the Clang-Tidy. Now I've not used Microsoft C in about 20 years. I don't have anything against Microsoft C, but I just put her around with Linux, all the BSDs. Recently I started with OpenIndiana, and GCC and C-Lang are common compilers on those operating systems. Now, I'm going to pronounce C-Lang, well, I'm not going to pronounce C-Lang as Clang. There's GCC, PCC, Microsoft C, Quick C, Open Watcom C, Turbo C, so they all pronounce the C. So I am going to say C-Lang. That's, if you hear me say C-Lang instead of Clang, that's where that comes from. Let's see. Now, if you look at my make files, I've got a section for the NASA JPL suggested flags and the Airbus flags. I just started using the Airbus security flags, and let me show you. It's on GitHub. They have a page there on GitHub. Suggested flags for GCC, and I've not worked through all of these flags. I think I've got probably to the third line there. And I want to work through all of those. But see, there's GCC. Then on the C-Lang, they've got the compiler and linker flags there, and there's a number of flags. And see, they've got their sanitizers. I need to try to get the sanitizers going. There's C-Lang, and then there's the sanitizer for GCC. But I wanted to show you that. I'm still working through those suggested flags for that's from the Airbus security web page there and on GitHub. So let me get back to what I was doing here. Those make files, they can get complex. And I want to try to do just minimal editing on those make files to get it to run. There's different versions of make and different compiler options on all those different systems. So I try to keep that simple. And in this video, I found a bug in TDE. It's in DRR list C, and I had been running the scan build static analyzer in Linux, and I have not run it in Microsoft Windows. And so when I added that C-Lang, the tidy checks, and ran it in Microsoft Windows, I found that bug. So let me show you this right here. Let's just get back to that Airbus page, and it's kind of down on the bottom. That's what I'm talking about. Let's see here now. There's scan build. This is for a C-Lang. Scan build. That's what I had been running in Linux. Now I added the C-Lang tidy, and down here at the bottom, if anybody knows how to contact Airbus, I would suggest adding the C-Lang tidy to their section on C-Lang right here. Let's see now, where am I at? Okay, now let me just show you. I've got on the on that second computer, that's the one I've got a number of compilers on. So let me show. I've got what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 versions of C-Lang. Probably what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, a dozen versions of GCC on there. I've got Open Watcom on that one. Now when I run, when I compile TDE on all these versions, now see there's 8.5. I still use that one, but these other GCC compilers on Windows, I don't. I mean, I wonder why. I'm not sure why it's giving me these warning flags here for 9, 10, 11, and 12. Now I use, just for your information, now I use 13.2. I found a compiler bug in 14.1, and they just now released GCC 15. So let me show you that compiler bug in GCC 14. I don't use that version, and I believe this one is. So there's the static analyzer that I ran on Microsoft Windows. Oops. Let me, that was that. Okay, I'm going Microsoft Windows. Let me change that to the GCC compiler. And GCC version. Oops, that's the GCC 13.2. That's the version that I normally use. Just for your information, right there. Let me get over there. Okay, so let me get over there to that computer that has all these versions of compilers. I'm going to have to switch this one over there. And I can't move my keyboard. Here's the static analyzer. It just is completed over there on that virtual machine. Let me get, and that's, it's looking at the signal for Windows, for window size change. Oops, let me get my keyboard here. All right. Let's see here. Yeah, these are the. So I've got, well, a dozen of these MinGW C compilers, and I've got it set up to use MinGW directory. Let me show you what I'm talking about right here. Go down to Sort menu, and right-click Settings. Oops, let me get there. The System. Oops, I messed the wrong button. Right-click. Let's see if I can do that again. System. And you just kind of go down to the bottom. Let's see here now. Is it? about. Let's see, where am I at right here? Oh, advanced system setting over here. See that one right there? Advanced system settings. You mesh that. Let's see. And environment variables. And let's see, it's path, and edit. Let's see, path, edit. And see right here, I added the min GW bin to my path for the entire system. You can't do that for just individual users, but I just went ahead and did it for the entire system. And let's just cancel out of here. And so whenever I want to use a different version of the compiler, I delete that directory, subdirectory, and just make a copy of whichever version of GCC that I want. Let's see here. Now let me get back over here to my notes. I'm not going to run all these different versions. Oops, let me got to get my keyboard back. So I've done that before I did this video. I'm not going to do that in this video. It's just compiling the TDE. There is one interesting thing. I did have. Let me get back over there to that second computer. Let me see where I'm at here. On that virtual machine on that second computer, I've got several different versions of GCC and C-Lang. Let me show you that. Let me get my here's my virtual machine right here. Let's see where I'm at here. Make Linux. It's kind of down here at the bottom of this make Linux file right here. Right here. If I wanted to use different versions of GCC or C-Lang, you can comment or uncomment the version that you want, and that's in that make Linux make file. I just kind of wanted to bring that to your attention because you can have different versions of C-Lang and GCC on the same computer, and I've got that running in a virtual machine right here. Let me get back over here to my main computer. PCC. Okay, I just demonstrated PCC. Now let me show you how to do the Open Watcom. If you've got an Open Watcom compiler, I've got it kind of set up, almost kind of set up for you, but you have to, I've got it set up so all you have to do is copy the make file over to a batch program and edit that batch program. Let me show you how to do that. And this is the last thing. Oops, I think I went too far. It's on that circuit computer. I got to move my keyboard over there. And let's see here now. I think I can get out of here. Let's see here now, where am I at? Get it. Set up right here. So if we do a notepad on the, well, let me just show you this right here. dir make. On the make files, it's make Watcom. This is what we're doing. And let's just copy the make Watcom to Open Watcom environment. You can use any bat file name that you want. I just use Open Watcom environment. And let's see here now. You can notepad, Open Watcom environment bat. Now when we get our environment set up, all we have to do is type wmake Watcom. So let me just show you how to delete everything here. And delete these. Oops. Delete the pounds so that all you have left is the commands to set the environment. And these are from the these are the suggested Open Watcom environment variables. So let's file, save, save, and exit. And I should be able just to run the Open Watcom environment batch file, and it sets the environment variables for the Watcom, and then you just type wmake file make Watcom. And that goes by fairly quickly here, the Watcom compiler. So then, and we should have our, and I called it a different name here, the executable. It produces the TDE watt, because sometimes, you know, I just want to compare the C-Lang, GCC, and Watcom executables, and that's the reason I did that. So let me get back over here to my main computer. And that's the end of my make file, make compiler and static analyzer video. So thank you for watching, and I'll get the other. I'll make the other record the other videos in this series. So thank you for watching.